Perhaps the moon knows the secret of the new sound.
He's so bright and pull on this emphasis. He's so bright and he walking on my face. He's so bright and
Open your mind. Let us begin our quest to find the new sound.
I've got new. Nicey, I've got nice.
Look at the shine and everything we need.
I've got new. Nicey,
Okay, let's have fun.
Nicey, I've got new. Nicey, I've got new.
Look at the shine and
Nicey, I've got new. Nicey, I've got new.
look at the shine.
he's so bright and bright. Pull on this emphasis. He's so bright and he walking on my face. He's so bright and bright. Pull on this and pull on this. He's so bright and he walking on my face. Better bet him.
Nicey, I've got new. Nicey, I've got new.
Look at the shine and
Nicey, I've got new. Nicey, I've got new.
Sound.
you must choose. Bimbo, bimbo. My name is Mr. Susan. You must choose, and now it is time for you to do the choosing. I am Mr. Bean.
I've got new.
You must choose.
I've got nice.
Look at the shine. I am Mr. Bean.
I've got new.
You must choose.
I've got nice.
Look at the shine.
Trapped in cabinets.
Can he get out? Will he get out? 'Cause he will.
You like a single time, Vince, yeah. Single time,
Better bet him.
you like a single time,
He walking on my face.
everything we need here. You like a single time, Vince, yeah. Single time,
Better bet him.
you like a single time.
He walking on my face.
I did a rhyme.
Better bet him.
Nicey, I've got new. Nicey,
You better
I've got nice.
Look at the shine.
Nicey, I've got new. Nicey, I've got new. I've got new. Nicey, I've got new. Nicey,
you better
I've got nice.
Look at the shine.
Nicey, I've got new. Nicey, I've got new.
Look at the shine.
I did a song. Yo, Pata, I did a song. You ain't got one. Yeah. Oh, I feel sick.
Well, hello everyone. Thank you for being here. My name is Daramouthe, and of course you can't see Sammy. He's not showing up, but anyway, he's still here. He's still on the other line. You probably heard him a few minutes ago. But anyway, I'm glad he's able to come back again. It sounds like you're a little sick though, Sammy.
Yeah, man, I've been a bit rough lately. I've been drinking a lot.
Well, that sounds like that just sounds like consequences catching up with you.
Well, I mean, when you've been on a drink for the last month straight, it's kind of like, fuck.
Yeah, that'll play into it. Unfortunately, I mean, hope you're able to get better soon. But yeah, I thought you had like the sniffles or something. It sounds like yeah.
Nah, bro, I'm like, oh yeah, just something crazy, really. But yeah, I'm trying to get Rumble Studio to work, but I honestly don't know how people use this thing.
Well, I think you use what, like OBS or something else when you do your stuff.
I'm on my phone at the minute, but normally I use Studio on the phone. It's not. I think since they've updated it, there's a couple more issues or something.
Yeah, well, yeah, that usually happens when there's an update. They kind of something gets bumped, but that's part of the whole tech stuff, right? You update something, and then you have all these fixes that come after it. So that's just basic proponent of it, especially with like the web and stuff. I mean, it's not just apps; it's also the website too. Or they update something and it's all this buggery, and you're just like, "Oh, that's great. Now I got to wait until it's fixed." So, yeah, it is.
I
It
mean,
is.
it's a bit annoying, but I mean, I've tried to do IRL streams, but Rumble Studio just isn't holding up. It's just
No, yeah, I know they. I know they used. I think they used it at the content creator house. So I'm not
it
sure how well for them.
yeah, it was
But,
pretty awful watching it. To be fair, I remember what they were doing the signing the wall, and it was
uh,
just so pixelated. It was just like oh. But it's a work in progress. So I mean, I'm hoping to hopefully. I mean, it's just the layout's a bit awful. I mean, I don't know. Don't know what your experience is having it. I mean, I guess you haven't used it on your mobile. I don't know.
yeah, my phone is too downgraded to use it, so I can't use it on my phone. I don't
Okay.
have a phone up to date, but I'm not really going out there and doing the IRL stuff. Just using the desktop, and it's worked out well so far. They've added they just added campaign stuff to it, so that should be interesting once
Yeah,
people
I
start using
saw
it.
that. I saw that. It looks interesting, actually.
Yeah,
Um,
should be very interesting to see how it turns out. I don't know. I mean, a lot of people are going to go for it for the money part, but I mean, it'd just be funny to try it once and see where it goes from there. Just have
yeah,
fun
man.
with it.
I don't blame you. No, how have you been? I mean, I've come a long way since we had our first conversation. So,
Yeah. You, that's what was because you've been up and out of. Hey, General Duality, nice to see you again. Yeah, it's just it's been a while. I can't remember the last time. I know I've posted some of the shorts from that, but you were playing from your desktop and you've gone through all sorts of range. So what are you up to with it now? Because I
well,
clicked back in, but I haven't seen very much.
yeah, I haven't really been. I've kind of been doing more speaking to chat, to be honest. I mean, I've kind of got like a little, I would say, group of friends that I've made through streaming. Blip, and I don't know if you've seen Blip or Mike,
Mm.
but they're always in every stream, and it's just I don't know. It's always it's always nice to have like a little group of friends you can just share memes with, and I don't know. I don't really have any
Mm.
people I know where I am now, so
Yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean, of course, then UB Legend, of course, there's because you guys are pretty tight.
yeah. I mean, he's been getting some backlash. I mean, there's also the Rumble drama. I mean, I actually find it funny, but there's been a lot. I would say it's happened. I mean, there's the Content House. I mean, I
Mm.
was actually kind of let down by that, to be honest. I can't lie. Um, I mean, I thought that was going to be the big, like, but it just didn't really have anything planned. It just kind of was like a bit of a last minute kind of.
Yeah, that's what it kind of felt like it was going to be
Uh,
anyway, because they haven't used the Content House since I don't know when forever. So it's like wasn't really going to be a big situation, sort of a test run, if you will. What I felt like, just to see if it would be successful.
yeah, I mean, by the sounds of it, what's happened is, basically, I think to save money and be helpful. I mean, obviously, I mean, from the sounds of Chris is a good CEO. He's given his. I think he's renting it to the employees.
Mm.
And the employees then, get to do what they want. Because I thought there was going to be like a big, like, because I mean, they made it out to be quite a lot, like a big mansion, big pools,
Mm.
basically anyone's dream house, really.
Mm.
But by the sounds of it, they couldn't stream a lot of it due to the like NDA or whatever they signed. I don't know. I don't know anything about it, obviously, but I'm guessing there was sort of like private and confidentiality and stuff they didn't want to show the public.
Well, I mean, they're not going to show the address, right? They're definitely not going to show where the house is, obviously, or
Uh,
how to find it. Hey, Cool Frog.
hey,
But
Kabrog.
but at the end of the day, it's sort of for me, it just felt like a test run, and of course they only showed one pool, so I didn't think it was going to be a mansion anyway. I just thought it was going to be in a nice place in Florida, which it is. It's right next to it's in Long Beach, so it's right next door to where they are. So I mean, it's not that hard to find it, but I digress. I didn't watch it anyway, so. You two at one place. Oh well, yeah. It's been a while. It's been a while since we were since he's been on.
Yeah, I mean, it's catching up really, seeing how you're getting on. I mean, like I said, I mean, when I joined, I had 5 followers. I think when we last spoke, and now I'm at 142. So, and you seem to be doing really well. You're at 200 plus now, from what I last seen. I don't know if it's gone up or down or.
I haven't been paying. I haven't been, to be honest with you. I haven't been paying attention. I've been more like, oh, I do know I went up on the YouTube side because I'm posting shorts on both ends
Yeah,
because of the holiday weekend. But it's neither here nor there. I'm not too paying attention to it because I know the other content creators do it. It's more of just like got to get out there to get more people on. Be seen more to have more on, that sort of wheel turning is what I'm working
yeah.
on.
Yeah, no. So I did the gaming.
Mm,
I did. I mean, the thing is with streaming. I just don't think you can get anywhere just by gaming. I don't think that's. I think back in the day you might have got away with it, but nowadays it's kind of you can't unless you're something really unique like Jinxie, I would say.
mhm.
Um, but then again, there's only one of those. There's not loads of those. So, um, yeah, I'm trying to like spice it up. I was trying to do a couple of IRL streams. Yeah, I mean, trying to really explore what I can do really.
Yeah, and that's always a triad idea of just experimenting because it's not a one station sort of thing. That's why I do this, is because there's so many different people out there that's not just a one station thing. But I mean, yeah, gaming is a anyone can do it scenario.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I just got like I said, I got my little community. Cool Frog's been supporting me like through religion as well,
Mm,
um, which has always been great. So, I mean, I mean, it's really interesting to see what happens. I mean, I think the problem I have, and I don't know if you've noticed this as well,
mm,
is a lot of streamers watch streamers. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like uh, a lot of the people in the chat are just general streamers.
right.
So, and there's not a lot of viewers. Like, a lot of the people make content. You know what I'm trying to say? So
Well,
it's kind of hard.
I mean, it's going to be that way because Rumble's still small. If you're comparing it to other ones where there's more than that, it's not going to be it's still going to be small size compared to YouTube, right? Because YouTube's billions at this point, and
Yeah.
same
I mean,
for
the thing
Twitch.
is, they're not far behind us, and like I mean, like I say, the apps do need some. Like, I mean, the Rumble app is now way behind now. Hail Alpha. Yeah, the Rumble app's way behind now. The website's super up to date. You've
Yeah,
got the tag. You know,
that's how it
yeah,
works because it starts from the
yeah,
web and it goes to app.
yeah. But we haven't really heard any major updates. The only one I've seen recently, which is
Mm.
the library on the mobile app. I don't know if you updated it. It's just come out.
Yeah, the
Um,
library watch later. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, I mean, I try to think. I'm really hoping because I helped run the Rumble Clips page, obviously, as you know.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and I was just posting random content that was given to me, whatever. It's kind of hard to get people to actually send you content as well, which is really difficult.
Uh,
Um, so, yeah, no, I was speaking to some of the developers. It was interesting. I mean, I had the Rumble page actually like my tweets and stuff, which was interesting.
yeah.
But yeah, that's about it really.
How do they send their content to you then if you want people to come give you for the clips and stuff?
Um, I normally they just sent it through X, and I kind of just I screen recorded it on my iPhone, and then I just posted it.
Mm,
Because I'm not paying for premium on X. Like it's just not. I'm not doing it. Like to
mm.
download a video is ridiculous. So, um, yeah.
Wouldn't you just retweet it if they say like they put like app like your the username in the thing?
Yeah, the thing is, I don't know how X works, but if you retweet it, it doesn't get a lot of it doesn't get a lot of views.
Hmm.
So if you retweet stuff, you'll notice that you'll hardly get any like views compared to if you let's say you did the exact same tweet, but you did it in your own recording. I don't know how it works. You just get a lot more like for views, likes, like the whole lot is a difference. So
Right. It's experiment, trial by error, and gen duality. Yeah, I think so too to some degree. Gifted, but again, they have Rumble Raid, and since you've been on D-Day Cobra streams, and he doesn't even use it. So it's sort of like they either need to simplify things or whatever. And yeah, the website updates, but again, YouTube has Google and years behind it, and Rumble has maybe less time behind it, so they are doing a catch up. But to the other big YouTubers who look at Rumble and say no, I wouldn't know what to tell you, to be honest.
Well, funny enough, I don't know if you know, but Rumble actually came out in 2013.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, which is roughly when YouTube was bought by Google. Obviously,
No.
there's a
Yeah, Google was bought by no, sorry, YouTube was bought by Google a year after it got done, which is 2006. So
okay.
2006 to 2013 is 7 years, and that's with Google, right? So you have 7 years of that, and then you have 2013 to whenever they started updating their stuff to the point, which probably be like what 2021, 22, I think. No, because it's when they got the infusion of cash. So I'm thinking maybe
So they got the infusion cash through stock, didn't they?
yeah, something around 21. So that's about 8 more years. So that's about 15 to 16 years that YouTube has had the ability to work on its stuff. So compare that to Rumble's, that's quite a huge margin. That's almost at two decades now, and Rumble has had not that much.
I mean, they have pretty much caught up. I mean, I wouldn't say they've done that 1 year they've worked. I'd say they've probably done 5-6 years worth of work. I mean, YouTube's hit a point now where, I mean, they're literally just trying to make up features and stuff just for the point of making features up.
Yeah, because they can.
Yeah. So the one thing that I do hear a lot of people so for example, General was just talking about it there, and he said about the gifted subs.
Mhm.
The one thing I actually hate that people talk about on Rumble is I hate that everyone says that Rumble subs are 100%. Now, they are at the minute, but I can guarantee that if they add gifted subs, they will definitely then change it. Then they're not going to keep it at the same 100%.
Maybe.
I don't.
Right now,
No, I don't think so. I think because you got to think people would rather gift subs than donate at that point. But yeah.
Well, there's still people even on YouTube who still do super chats, so it's not out of the realm like this or that. But again, you're not getting very much of either or. It's memberships. Memberships needs more, not gifted subs, but it needs more of like private streams or members only streams or something of that manner, because it's just not there. Memberships on Rumbles is almost pointless because it's just, oh, I get a highlighted thing and then that's it, or highlighted thing and emotes and then that's it. It needs more.
Oh, I got it fixed. Did I get fixed? Oh, I fixed it.
Oh,
fixed it, my camera.
Well, you're a little dark.
Looking really rough. Yeah. I didn't think it worked.
Nope, there you go. See, now you see his face.
Yeah,
he's got shorter hair.
How do I do it? Is it fine like that? Yeah.
No, you're fine. Yeah. Like now that you have a light on you, we can see you better because you were looking a little dark.
Yeah. No, it's just I'm used, like I said, for some reason I don't know why it's so annoying. Does it work like that? It does work like that.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. Landscape.
Yeah, for some reason it was like a bit playing up, but no, a lot of the things, how do I put it? I don't know. People talk about 100% gifted subs, but I just don't see it happening. But yeah, could be wrong. Who knows?
They haven't gotten more for memberships yet. So gifted subs should be after they get whatever more membership, because right now there's not very much. It's just emotes and then a highlighted line, and it needs to be more.
Yeah, I mean, from when we first joined, though, it's definitely come a long way, I'd say.
Yeah. Especially with Rumble Studios,
I think I joined roughly when you had to have 5 followers to stream. That's changed now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's changed. I believe a lot of other stuff has been added to, like the pro package thing. There was that, and then of course the Rumble raids and all that stuff. So, but yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they'll do next.
Yeah, I mean, I know. I was speaking to Rick, and he was saying about the libraries, the watch libraries, was the main important thing for the app. So
Mm.
let's see where they can go. But no, how would you say your growth's been? I mean, I'd say you've done really well. I mean, obviously, I know you don't take into account followers because I mean, I'm at that point now where it doesn't really bother me either.
It's not about bothering. It's about what are you doing this for, right? What are you creating your content for? If you're just creating content to be fame and fortune, I just might as well stop, because
Yeah,
there's no point in the distancing when you've already got platforms of people doing the same thing. And it's like, then they're not creating content, they're just creating. It's like with when Twitter X started monetizing their stuff, right? It was just engagement after engagement after engagement, and it was just, what's the content?
yeah,
So
yeah. I mean, I've seen a lot of more people posting on X at the minute. Um, yeah, I'm hoping. Sorry, someone put something in the chat. Sorry, I can't
yeah,
read
no,
on this web
he
browser.
yeah, Jen just says, I'm hoping Rumble wins their lawsuit against Google for them preventing Rumble from making billions. Well, first of all, it would probably fix their sync issue if they could win against it, but I doubt it. We'll see
I
if
don't, I don't, I don't think Rumble would win billions though. I don't think they would have made billions off it. I mean, maybe millions.
maybe
But
millions. Yeah.
I don't see how they would have made billions off of. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If you look at the advertisers now, they ain't exactly like big companies. The only one I've majorly seen that I know of is Sticker Mule.
Mm,
But there's all the other ones are a bit dodgy. Like, I mean, there's a new one I'm getting at the minute. It's like music. I don't know. It's
mm.
weird.
It's money. It's getting money where it's at is basically what the point is now. Is getting money where it's at, and obviously people aren't. Um, there's just not big companies taking advantage. But I guess that's going to be like people views and all that stuff. That's going to have to be and right now Google's like the control of almost all advertisement at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it is crazy. I mean, they have all 4 products out now. So,
Mm,
I mean, that was Chris's major vision. Rack, Rumble, Studio, and there was one more, but I
cloud
can't. What was
cloud
that?
cloud
Cloud, yeah,
Yeah.
Cloud. That's it. He's got all 4 of those out now. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I'm a shareholder, so looking to see what happens.
Mm,
Thing is the only thing is behind Rumble, which he was talking about today, funny enough, was about the products. Because the only problem he's got with the Rumble or Rack, as whatever you call it. Sorry, I'm gonna probably sneeze.
mm,
Sorry, that's me.
mm,
The thing he was talking about is a lot of companies don't want to advertise on Rumble. So they're just trying to create their own products now to try and sell.
mm.
Yeah, I mean I wouldn't say that's the best way of doing it, but it's the only way of doing it, isn't it? So, I mean, you tend to buy from who you know, not what you see. So, yeah,
Yeah, it's that whole, what was it, parallel economy thing, because again, you're not going to see what Kellogg's or whatever on Rumble. It's just that whole spiel, because they're highly against it. But then again, Google has them anyway, so it's sort of like, well, what are you going to do?
I am surprised. I am surprised a lot of major companies haven't gone to Rumble though. Like maybe a few, like not even just like there's hardly any. Like Sticker Mule, I don't know if that's like a small business that's really big now,
Mm.
but I was really surprised. I mean, yeah, I mean back in W. I mean, I bought some stickers now, to be honest. So that's something I didn't think I'd buy, but I bought it just because they support Rumble.
Yep. I'm not sure either. Just possibly they're not, they're looking at it and saying, well, there's not enough there or whatever, or there's not enough return. But it's, yeah, Jen has, it's ridiculous that advertisers have so much control of platforms. If it wasn't for advertisers, YouTube wouldn't have become as bad as it has. It's not YouTube, it's Google. It's Google that has that power. It's not. Google is the number one search engine in the world. It has more power than any other of the platforms out there. I mean, you could say Facebook maybe, but Google's the most
Well,
powerful out there.
well, the thing is, a lot of the advertisers, it's becoming harder for advertisers because, I mean, I could be completely wrong. I mean, I have an iPhone,
Mm.
but they talk a lot about privacy,
Mm.
and I've seen some of the because obviously I code myself. There is actually a lot of coding that is in there, such as like because before, if you were an advertiser, you'd be able to see, what device they were watching on. Typically, the people that have iPhones, no, cheers. Yeah, typically the people that have, what was I talking about now? But no, basically, people that have an iPhone have high. They'd rather pay for a premium product than the actual, the name. I would say than the product. I don't know. They have the money to, spend the money on. But whereas an iPhone, like an Android device, it's kind of harder because like there's so many different models.
Yeah,
Things like that. Really.
yeah, because Apple has a closed system. That's
Yeah,
why
yeah,
it works so
100%.
well.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, in the UK, it's being open now. So, like in the UK, we're starting to see like extra app. Like there's like a new app store, but it's not from Apple, but it is, if you know what I mean. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
Rumble long term. I mean, the only thing about Rumble, the only thing is with Rumble that puts me off is that I look at companies that have been around for a while. An example of this is Twitch, and they're still not profitable. But that's only reason from what I can understand is they have their sub button, which is free with Amazon Prime. So
Well,
they don't.
yeah, because Amazon owns them.
Yeah, but technically they don't make money off you, do they?
Well, they came out. I was thinking like the CEO came out a while ago saying they aren't profitable. I mean, that was his basic point in that whatever it was. But I mean, YouTube isn't profitable for YouTube either.
I think that last year, Google did have their first profitable quarter, but that's basically due to that's not due to them making more money. That's due to them getting rid of expenses like employees.
That too.
So
they got enough employees for it to be profitable.
yeah, I mean that's why. Yeah, I mean I don't know. It's weird. I mean I can see why people would go to Google though because they have the Google search engine, don't they? So
Yeah, and D-Pad Chat is right. Twitch and YouTube suffer from massive bloat. There's 1,000 podcasters, 1,000 gamers, 1,000 this or that. It's not. It is what it is. Rumble doesn't suffer from that yet because it's still in a small area. But once it gets to that point, it will suffer from that area. There's no, guaranteeing from it.
yeah, I mean that's true. I mean I heard that Kick was profitable. The first
Mm.
quarter of this no the last quarter I don't know this quarter they were profitable for one quarter basically. So yeah.
But they're having their issues of their own too. So it's not like they're out of the into the perfect field.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird because there's a I find I still find the Kai Cenat situation weird with Rumble and Steve will do it. I still
Yeah.
find that whole situation weird. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, I heard the stories, but it's at this point I doubt I doubt they're doing business with him anymore after that scenario. Because
Yeah,
it
I
wouldn't
mean,
make sense.
yeah. Did you see the video with him and the CEO?
I saw the video where he was at like a casino or something. I think
Yeah. What was that? Sorry, page rank is still superior.
search algorithm page rank. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I am surprised. The one product that I did think Rumble would have come out with to kind of rival Google would be the Rumble search engine. But
Mm.
obviously that kind of wouldn't work because we can't really find content on Rumble now. So how would we find the best websites? So
Yeah.
Rumble runs.
I got it. Rumble runs lean internal, so they're more maneuverable. Also, all these bigger platforms overextend when with bandwidth usage. They let you play Keeping Up with the Joneses. That's true, but Keeping Up with the Joneses also brings a lot of people to your platform, as we see with Mr. Beast and all this stuff. Like Twitter X does the same thing. It's got Beast on on Twitter X now. So
Yeah, it is weird because I don't know. I don't know. I kind of look at. Oh, I don't know what's happened to.
what you do?
Yeah, back. I don't know. I pressed the button. Yeah, Mr. Beast is Mr. Beast is a different kind of creature because like I used to watch his videos and I used to think, God, it's interesting, but now all his videos they've kind of gone a bit weird. They're kind of like 100 days surviving in a box. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of a bit like a bit creepy. I don't know. Like
Well,
some of them are, I suppose.
yeah, well, those people are signing contracts for that stuff. It's not like they're just taking them from the street and putting them in there. They're
Yeah, but
signing.
I kind of feel like it's a social experiment that the government's paying for. I don't know because it just shows what people are willing to do for like money, isn't it? Like, oh, if you last 100 days in this box where you do nothing, we'll give you 100 grand, and people are willing to do it. You know what I mean?
But I think Mr. B said once he spends money to make money, and you see it within because his YouTube channel gets millions of views, and his philanthropy and his food, so he has multiple revenues of money.
Yeah,
anything for people not to work. Yeah, anything for people.
basically.
That's true. It feels like a lot of people, even the kids today, want to be a content creator because they think it's easy. No. For one, not everyone's going to make enough money to live off it. And two, why would you anyway? Because it's followable.
Yeah. I mean, it's a weird one. So.
Hey,
Pep
Killer. Hey, Peppa.
Hey, Pep. How you doing, Pep? Pep with the Doges.
She's coming on next month.
Oh, really? Pep Killer. She's the new hot chick on Rumble. She's like carrying the content house, from what I heard.
Well, yeah, there are a few women who are, but it's going well, Pep. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, like I said, Pep's coming on next month. I'm grateful I even got her because there's some people who won't talk back to me. So
when you get, I don't know, you can't. I actually have ideas in my head who I think you're talking about, and I just think some people on Rumble are a bit entitled, but it is what it is. So.
Hey, Chad, I did think about it, but I would do it with a voice. I would just I would try to do like one of the ad things in a voice. Not that I'd get any money from it, honestly, but I just do it for the funny part of just doing it like the old summer movie trailers, like this summer, coming this winter, that sort of stuff. So we'll see.
Yeah, no, I'm hoping. I mean, I haven't watched it yet because I haven't had the time. But I know Pat released a vlog. Which I need to see. I need to see that still. So
everybody is awesome. Everybody is part of the team. I'm going to bring up that song, Pat. I'm going to bring.
Everybody's awesome.
That's right. But no, but again, it's sort of like I'm still building up my credibility in order to have more different people because. They're not going to come. I had someone who I wanted to have come on, but because of certain circumstances, they passed. Hopefully in the future I can have them on, but it's still a work in progress to get people on who are either higher, lower, whatever. So it's part of that ordeal.
Yeah, I mean, it's just how you play the game, isn't it? So
I am playing the game like everyone else. I'm here to play it a bit my way and then configure pieces here and there.
Sammy gotta get to the States. Yeah, well, to be honest, I actually do question. I actually do think to myself sometimes, why am I not in the States? I don't know. But then again, I just think, do I really want to be in the States? I don't know.
That's true, but then again, I imagine in the UK it's not much better. So
I've come to a realization. There's not really There's not a lot to do in this world. Like, so for example, I've literally been on the spend for the last month of just spending money for the sake of spending. And I've probably blown like £2,000 just spending. And
Now, for someone losing weight, that sounds like the greatest thing ever because 2,000 pounds would be like,
I
if they
mean,
get close.
I'd be so skinny. I probably wouldn't even be here by now. But yeah, no, I just maybe it's where I live, but there's like nothing to do. Like, we play table tennis. We've done a bit of swimming. We played pool. There's not that much to do. Like, I don't know. There's not that much entertainment. I don't know. Like, let's say you went out in America. What's the difference? Like, I know the food would be better. I know the food would be a lot better, but
All the are in the States. Well, yeah, that's true, especially since some countries, continue to shut down Rumble in their area. So that's going to play into it. It's a big mountain to climb. It's not easy, specific, especially when you're trying to help an all platform. True, that is true. I mean, but I don't stream to just one platform, right? No, I know many on Rumble stream just to Rumble, and I am a difference on that. But it's understandable on that. But again, you have BitChute, you have Odyssey, and all these other ones. But for me, just doing to YouTube and Rumble is enough for right now.
yeah. Yeah, no,
Hey,
it's
Beans.
interesting. It's weird. It's weird. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of connections. I mean, I'd love to see like Pep. I'd love to see like Pep like go to the arcades or something, and I don't know, just like I don't know, do some karaoke or something. I don't know, just like random. I don't know.
They did
I
do
don't
a
know.
Guitar Hero at the Content House, so that was something.
I saw that. That was interesting. I mean, I don't really watch Guitar Hero, but I did just sort of. I mean, it's definitely cool.
Mhm.
So, but yeah.
Yeah. So it's the thing is it's gonna be still a work in progress, and everyone's gonna want the YouTube scenario. But at the end of the day, um, it has to be its own thing. There's no reason for it to be YouTube.
Yeah, I
So
mean, it is what it is, isn't it? You gotta. The thing is, the point I would say to people that because a lot of people want to get the fame and stuff. I'd say it's morely enjoy the process than
yeah.
the outcome. Because
Mm.
if you just think about the outcome, it's just not happening, is it? You've
Yeah,
got
I
to.
mean, there's a lot of stuff I'm doing that I didn't think I'd do before, like making thumbnails and doing the short stuff. But I'm using technology that kind of mitigates me doing 100% of the work to where I'm doing like 10% or less.
Yeah,
So
mostly I suppose. But yeah, no, it's interesting. I'd say life's getting somewhat easier and it's harder. So I don't know. It's just a weird one.
it's harder in a sense of it feels like you can create some things that are easier, but you also create more boredom because less things are being taken away in certain aspects.
Yeah, well, I'd say for example, so when you said about thumbnails. I think thumbnails have really become challenging because everyone now can create a really good thumbnail.
I'm just creating something that's not like grainy face, My thumbnails are
Grainy
basic.
face.
Yeah.
As things become easier, competition. Yeah, that's true.
Yep. That's true. Yeah. Well, yeah, hello, D-pad Chad. It's nice to see you in my chat again for once.
Everyone's
Welcome
popped
back.
back.
Welcome
Everyone's popped
back,
back.
trader. No, you're fine.
Everyone,
But
yeah, no.
I mean, I compared to others, I'm very basic in what I do because I'm not like the thousand different things um, a thumbnail or the clips or whatever. Because at the end of the day, I'm just doing this because I enjoy it, and if I stop enjoying it, then why would I do it? You know.
Yeah, I mean, I think because I hear a lot of like fame. I don't know. I hear a lot of famous people. They say like, oh, first the goal is to get to 1 million or whatever, and then when you get to 1 million,
What's
it's like,
next?
what's next? Is it 2 million? But then like once you get to 2 million, then it's like 4 million, and it's just never ending. It's like it is crazy.
If it's forget that, I'd get 1 million people on that'd be the long-term goal because that's too many people.
I'd say a lot of the views now are fabricated now though. I would like because I see like Mr. Beast like 200 million people following him, and I'm just thinking how many of those accounts are bots? Like there's gonna be like some mega fan that's created like 50 YouTube accounts. They've just subscribed and yeah.
Yep.
But no, it's interesting. It is interesting. So,
Mm.
but now, how have you actually been? I mean, obviously, like I said, we haven't probably spoke properly since the last interview.
The last time we conversed was it had to be March or February, maybe. Yeah,
Yes,
just
I mean, so I started then. So that's when I started Rumble. Yeah, so
yeah.
um,
I just get off. There we go. Yeah, it's just it's been a while, and you saw I posted some of the clips from it, like the Rumble Studios one and all that
yeah.
stuff, because that was pretty interesting. And you've also done your end of that one as well, but you've grown too. You've done different sorts of hey.
Hey,
Thanks, D-pad Chad. Oh, sorry, I have to get my paper. Hold on, I got. Thank you, D-pad Chad, for giving this donation. I appreciate it.
well done. Thank you, D-pad Chad, for yeah, well done. Thank you.
Yeah, he's an awesome guy. I was joking earlier. Okay, you should if you ever talk to him, you should ask him about what he did. He and Zio did when they did the Piff stream. That was funny.
I'm sure he'll leave a comment for us to talk about.
Mm.
But
Well,
no.
That's the thing too. Is in Rumble Studios they have a new thing now where you can have a submission link, and people can submit like topics and stuff. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, I mean, I remember. I think it was you that found it. Actually, maybe I'm wrong. It's where you could go to the video in the background and have both your cameras at the bottom.
Mm. Oh yeah, that's a presentation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think it was Rick that reposted it, and then Pudge had reposted it too, and was like, "Oh, so I'm the famous one now." Thanks,
But
guys.
was it? Yeah, but remember that Rick didn't even know it existed.
Well, that's okay because he's not part of the Rumble Studio crew, right? He doesn't deal with that. He's not part of that. But when Pudge and them found out, because Pudge uses it often too, but when he found out about it, it's like, yes, finally, the one time I could shine.
Yeah. The thing is, I really like Rumble Studio. Like I said, it's just not there. Like I really want to do IRL streams, but I just can't use it. It's such a shame because to be honest, there's not many third-party mobile apps that do it. Because I would say there's only like 5 to 10% of people that actually. Wow. Okay.
Oh, just in case Zio jumps, I don't think Gio's jumping in. I don't think Gio. But thank you, sir. You are a gentleman and a scholar, and you won that round with Tomby. Okay, you won that round. Is that the one and only Rumble Clips? I haven't seen it in Rumble Studios. I haven't seen it in Rumble Studios, so I don't know if they've added it yet. I've only seen the campaigns and the submissions. That's it.
Nah, I just know the guy that runs Rumble Clips, bro. I just know the guy that runs it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you know him, all right.
I just know him. I'm not gonna say, but like I just send him the clips, bro.
I haven't seen it, D-pad Chad. It's supposed to be like a scissor thing, but it's not on the. So when you have your video, like the previous stream up, you'll see the performance monitoring, the editing of it, and the downloading of it. But it's not there on that line, so I don't know if I'm mistaken or something or other. I just know campaigns is part of it, and that's an interesting one. I use Rumble Studio. It's good for what I use it for, and stream on Twitter too. When again, some of things gamers it's gonna be bad, not great for, but others it's gonna be great for. Like for me, there's a clipping. I didn't see it. Yeah. Okay, he's saying check it, and whoever's. Oh yeah, no, they're so great. Peppa, you should really talk to them.
No, I can't lie. I did help. I did set it up. I did set the original X page up, but I then gave it away because I to be honest, I thought, to be honest, it's you kind of need the community to work together on that one and send the clips in. Obviously I had a lot of free time, so I could like just clip them and send them in, or just put them on the X page. But now whoever runs it now has like they have a lot more time than me. Yeah.
They're not out.
I did used to run it for a bit, but I gave it away because I knew they would do so much of a better job than me.
They're not out like spending 2,000 pounds on stuff, right?
Dude, I've been out on. Dude, I've outspent $2,000, bro, and I'm just like, oh, dude. I mean, I don't even know how many dollars that is, but I mean, it's more, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
now you can stream OBS Rumble Studios via RTMP participant, but I don't know how to set up. Yeah, neither do I, and they really need to have visual stuff showing how to do it rather than just text stuff. So we'll
However,
see.
I found someone out that you can you can stream OBS to Rumble Studio via yeah.
I did hear
Basically,
that.
you can. There's two ways you can do it. There's a static URL and there's a template one. If you use the static one, it means that you can like click go and then it streams, but it has the same title each time, so you can't change it. And then the static one is where you create a template and then you have to change the Steam key each time. I used OBS on PC. I'd say it's probably the best for streaming. Streamlabs is quite demanding, as in like performance wise, but I mean it still works.
Yeah, he says I plan to make a tour of it on that once I figure out how to make OBS. That's great. There needs to be videos on it because right now Rumble Studios isn't making any. So that's
yeah. Oh, congratulations to say I don't know if she's still here, but Pat Killer was featured in the Rumble Studio announcement. She was in the trailer, for the Rumble Studio. So
I
well
didn't know
done, Pat.
that. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know there was anything for. I just know they had the that doing a video through the phone sort of thing.
Yeah, no, so they it's like a trailer basically for the Rumble Studio, and it's just like there's all the there's Pudge, Pep, Silver, Lumpy, and then Cat Dog, and
that was for the content house. But yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
There's a trailer on the Rumble page of them like testing it out. Like it's kind of like look, it's available now on iOS basically.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I was thinking like I've been using it since beta. You know, it'd be nice if you could put me in a trailer for once.
I think that I think that video there was just to promote that it was what was it? It's just to promote that it's now. I think before you had to be actually invited into it, from what I remember.
That was the beta, yeah.
Yeah, so now it's public. I think from what I've heard.
But like you said, it still needs work because it's still not there yet. But once it gets to that point, it's gonna be that other, especially with the campaign ad stuff, it's gonna be getting better.
I need to. Oh, sorry, my bad.
No, I was just saying. Cat Dog says exclusive footage came from the vlog. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I need to catch up the vlog. I need to send more. I need to send some more clips to that guy. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, we were talking about what, because the thing is, I still speak to him quite regularly, and I think I'll be honest, I know Cat Dog and Pep's here. I think we had a bit more higher expectations for the content house, but I like I said, I spoke to Lumpy, and there's a lot more NDAs that they can't talk about and stuff like that. I mean, obviously, like I said, because employees live there, so it's a bit difficult. But no, I mean, that's awesome. I mean, a lot of people are going to show that, and if Rumble really does blow up, I mean, that's such a cool thing to have for the rest of your life, you know. So
yeah, and hopefully it'll be a bigger draw. But majority of the people who want to come on the Rumble are going to be for the monetization factor, right? Like that's the thing that keep getting here pulled up. Not just the rack, but the monetization is not up to par. Like say YouTube or Twitches or whatever. People if they're gonna make content, they're gonna want the money for it. And I'm like, why are you making content then? Like don't be making content if you're only in it for the money. I get it, don't get me wrong, but if you're only in it for the money, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. It's just not the main goal of why I'm doing this.
I mean, it's difficult. It's difficult, but yeah. Just one thing, I don't know, because I don't know how long these guys have. Cat Dog and Pep. There's some video clips I know being made of you now. One of Cat Dog doing the Guitar Hero with Fused, and Pep, and obviously Lumpy jumping in the pool and stuff. But yeah, I mean, thing is, there's not really a lot of good software at the minute to like kind of manipulate these clips, because I mean it still takes us time to edit them. Yeah.
I missed you live, Phoenix. I missed you live. But no, in Pepkill, I do get that one. But the interesting thing now is it's going to be politics and gaming, and it has to spread beyond that. That's why I think that recommendation engine is going to come in and going to make things a whole lot better than just.
I actually can't see these comments because I'm on the web browser, because the Studio app doesn't work on my phone.
Well, it should be up on the screen.
No, because it's like, because I'm on like a web browser. I have to like.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm on the desktop version of the mobile version. Does it make sense?
Well, I'll just read it to you. So D-pad chat says, YouTube nukes people's monetization, so that's hard to say one way or the other unless you're one of the made people. Correct, but people will still go back to YouTube because of that fact, because of the money factor. They'll still stick with it.
I think Rumble will do everything more than just gaming and politics. I think at the minute they're trying to see. I think they're trying to figure out where to branch from. I think these are the two best ones, because I'd say politics is how Rumble started. That's how Rumble gets money. But Dan Bongino, whatever. I've never watched the show, but whatever. I don't really do politics, I suppose. But I mean, he seems like a nice guy. I mean, he's definitely said nice things about Pudge and Silver. But the gaming, I mean, that's interesting. I mean, you got to think that's pretty exciting, considering there's so much more content they could have gone for. I mean, you got to remember they signed with what's his name, Dave. Dave Portnoy, is that his name?
It's Barstools.
Yeah, the entertainment. I mean, they could have done a lot more with him, I think, personally, but they chose gaming. So,
well, they did put his stuff on like the front page and that on its one area. So
yeah, that was kind of. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that was fucking annoying. I hated that so much. I don't watch any of Barstool content whatsoever.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. It just felt like, again, if you go to the front page, you're still going to see more political stuff. It's just.
That's where the views come in though.
Yeah.
Art in all forms is up
and coming.
The
pizza artist started a channel, sewing, printing, fine arts, all on the rise. That's great. It needs to get there, because otherwise it's a catch-22, right? There need to be people on for more to come, but there also needs to be other options of content. And right now there's still some things like report button. They need a report button for stuff. This or that. It's just there's still things missing, but it is getting there on a scale.
Yeah. No. I mean, it's great. I mean, like I said, it's like Chris talking today about the brands. We're going to create new brands. So I can't wait for Pepkid to have to have her own like tattoo parlor or something. Because I didn't actually realize. Pepkid actually had tattoos till the other day. I know that sounds stupid, but I didn't even realize that.
Pepkill, I know the search engine and suggestions will be coming too. I know, because Rick keeps talking about it. It's just those are the things that are going to help redefine Rumble, because it needs the recommendation factor, and it needs, because people complain about the search engine too. So that's part of that ordeal.
The only thing I see a problem with Rumble at the minute is there's no point kind of creating videos unless you have a bit of a brand. I mean, live streaming seems to be the only thing that's carrying Rumble. Do you know what I mean? Like,
that's the.
I made a video, and I don't think it got hardly any views, to be honest. I mean,
yeah, the movies, the pre-recorded stuff. That's where the recommendation engine is going to help with that. But for right now, I mean, we want shorts, right? Shorts aren't going to give very much unless you have something. Yeah.
It's going to be weird. I don't know if a lot of people like shorts, and I get it. I really do get it. I could just sit there binging. I could really sit there.
Mm.
But it's going to be a whole other content game that, to be honest, I mean, that's going to be like another grind I've got to do. I've got to be like, damn, I've got to put some shorts out now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
That's why I use Opus, because it's just the way people used to do is they go through a stream, cut those bits out, do their thing with it, and all that stuff. And I'm just like, I can use something else. I do pay for it, sure, but I can use something else that will give me a bunch of clips in itself. But I get a 10% where I edit it, cut it down, or whatever. I just get to do the rest.
Yeah, I mean, Pep's giving us all advice there. She's like banging them out.
Well, I've done that too, but I'd rather have it either through both YouTube and Rumble, because of course, as you say, get your stuff out now before the flood comes, and that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, once they get the algorithms, there's going to be all the old videos that are just going to blow up. You know?
Yeah, there was JT somebody from who does this stuff in Rumble had one of his previous streams from months ago appear on the recommendation side, so we do know that it does bring old stuff forward. So that's what's needed right now.
The only problem I see with Rumble at the minute, from what this is based on what I've seen, is they're banned in a few countries. They're banned in France, Russia, Brazil, and there's somewhere else. But yeah,
I thought it was just France and Brazil, because that was
no, Russia's banned them as well. It'd be interesting to see, if Rumble got removed from the App Store, do you really like? I hope that there's that foundation where people would generally just go to a web browser and be like, you know what, it's a bit shitty, but you know, we're supporting free speech. We're going to use the web browser. So yeah,
we'll see, because right now they can't really do much for the other countries, because that's a governmental issue and that's a people issue of the government. So,
but isn't it weird though that you can't just like post any? Isn't it weird that you have to like? Isn't it weird you can get an IP ban? Isn't that whole concept weird? Isn't it weird? It's not. I don't know. The only two types of things I would say okay, they kind of mess the things is pornography, like, you know, child shit, whatever, and like just piracy. That's the only two things I would just say like you can't do. But I mean, this is all ridiculous now. So
yeah, but you know what? Rumble can only do so much, and it doesn't have infinite resources like Google does.
Yeah.
It is very on a strict. And of course, you just saw that post from Chris earlier today about working on the revenue factor, which is great, but they need to work out on a payment factor as well, because check and PayPal should not be the only options.
Well, I saw him actually. I saw Chris directly speak to there was a guy on Kick, I think, and he was like thinking about streaming on Rumble, but the problem he had was that it was only PayPal, which I think he said he was banned from, which is a bit weird in the first place, but I understand that. And then the other one, which is check, which takes too long, but let's say it's your full-time job. You don't want to be waiting for a check,
Just like you, Chad.
But I'd say PayPal's actually fallen down quite a lot. I mean, I remember when everyone was talking about, we're going to use PayPal. Let's go to eBay, pay with PayPal. Now no one uses PayPal. Like eBay have like fucked them over, really.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's like with those two only, they kind of need more, because it's not an option right now, because again, like you said, check takes too long and PayPal's its own monster. And of course, then you have the card merchants, which can ban you, and then you have no way of paying anyway. Like the whole Gab situation. Someone mentioned being paid in crypto, which is but crypto is only as good as the power is on. Once the power goes out, crypto is pointless. It is pointless after a point.
I would love to be paid in like Boncoin or fucking Dogecoin. It'd be pretty cool.
Jedi in the streets, Sith in the streets. That's Deep head, Chad, you monster.
I wonder if Rumble paid you in like crypto coin. I wonder if it would even be taxable. Like, because
It's yeah, that it's going to be because they're going after Bitcoin. They're trying to, the government.
I know, but isn't it crazy? Like, isn't it weird? The world now is like, I don't know, it's weird as far. It's like I always look at George Well. I don't know the year. It's the fucking year,
1984.
1984,
Mm.
and I think of like the Epic Games ad when they were talking about Apple because they removed Fortnite from the game store.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I did help him, D-pad chat. Okay, come on, a little behind on that. but okay. So it's about creating an original story and see what happens. Yeah. General duality. That's what it is for me too. Is just having fun with it because obviously fame and money are going to be one of the big things people are going to come to any platform for. But it's a matter of opinion, really, at this point. But anyway, it's the top of the hour, good sir. And of course, you know what we do at the top of the hour. So I believe I put your previous links. Hold on. I think I've put your links down. Yeah, I've put your links down below. So go ahead and promote yourself how you want. And we'll go from there.
Yo, I'm SammyC from Britain, the UK. I play games. I'm starting to do some IRL stuff. Obviously, I've kind of had a bit of a binge month of drinking. I'm kind of feeling it now. I'm kind of like, oh, I'm like, you can hear the sniffles in the microphone. But I hopefully get back. Maybe we'll have a drinking stream. Maybe we'll come back to a drinking stream straight off the bat. We ain't leaving, you know. Diamond's beer belly. Like,
there you go.
Forget diamond hands, you know.
You'll have to go to Sammy's channel for that. I don't drink, so it's not gonna happen here. But
look, I'll get you a glass of water, Dara. You'll be all right. We'll get you a glass of water. We can just chill.
Yeah, there we go. But all right, but his links are down in the chat. Oh, being Deepatches. Actually, what if they paid in gold? Imagine from part with. So yes, but that's a lot of money. You'd get like paid in gold the percentage of what it equates to now. But anyway, so his links are down in the chat, down in the description below. So check those out. And of course, I do my spiel as well. Oh, I cracked. But I am on I stream to both YouTube and Rumble at Daramouthe. I also have a fan account at Daramouthe on Twitter X. I have a Discord. I DM there at Daramouthe. And I also have an email down below. Now remember, I do have a link tree, so that's just going to take you to all where it goes. But guys, if you want the same opportunity, and majority of the people in the chat right now have been on, if you want the same opportunity, guys, go to one of those places or leave a comment in either YouTube or Rumble, and let's go for it. I mean, it's not that difficult. You've seen me. You've watched my stuff. You've seen me with so many different people. It's astounding. I've probably talked to close to 50 different people at this point. Why not be the next one? So again, go down the link tree below, find me in those spaces, and contact me either way, and we can get started because it's not that hard. It's not that hard because I do offer the opportunity to just about anyone. So, but it's up to you if you want to take up that thing. But anyway, I got to do the other thing. I got to do the one annoying thing you get from YouTubers almost all the time, either at the beginning of the video, the middle of the video, or at the end of the video. And it's the whole like, subscribe, and follow, whatever that whole spiel is. But, oops, got to take that off. But you know I have to do it because in order to have more people on, I need to be seen by more people, obviously. Like, Twitter X helps with reaching across different people. The Pay It Forward streams help with connecting with people. I've put out these different ways of connecting with people, but asking them to come on is a different story. And, of course, credibility as well, right? Like, I have to build my credibility. So, if you wouldn't mind, with my engagement, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, comment, follow, or one of them or all of them, whichever one you want to do, it helps in being seen more, which helps in having more people on. People who probably aren't even streaming to Rumble at all, right? It helps me with that. and you get to get the benefit of that without doing any of the work. Like I'm doing the one of the work just by asking to come on. You just get to like, and they get to appear if they do. So, but anyway, guys, yeah, anything helps. I don't want to sound begging or whatever, but it's part of that ordeal. If I want to have more people on, I got to be seen more. That whole catch-22 thing. So your help helps me help make that happen. So don't leave me out in the cold. I'm so lonely. No, I'm fine. But yeah, it's I mean, even with the amount of people that follow me, whatever, that's that point of thing, you're still not going to have the same amount of people who, view you as your follower count, because that's like people can have 1 million subscribers on YouTube, but maybe even a quarter of them come to watch, if at all. So it's just one of those things. Yeah, easier than eating pie. Making pie, Phoenix. It's making pie, not eating. Well, it's as easy as eating pie, but easier than making pie. It's confusing now. You've confused me.
I just want to add one more thing to what Darren said. I said if you are here, if you're watching, and you know any new like rumblers, I think Dara's. I think you're starting to get to the point where like, I think if you're a new rumbler, I think you should definitely put him in Dara's way just to try and get I think it's all just to grow. At the end of the day, you're growing everyone's channel at the end of the day. So, but no, there's got to be a way where Rumble can pay you. There's definitely a way. I think it's just no one really. I mean, either we don't know about it, or maybe we're looking a bit into it too much. But yeah, I mean, if Rumble could pay me in gold, I mean, oh my god, I'd be sad. I mean, I'd literally wait. Imagine that you waiting in the post. And then you see this fucking fat gold bar, and you're like, it's got Rumble on it, and you're like, fucking, oh my god. And you just want to get this gold bar and just take a big fat selfie and be like, fuck you, YouTube, you can't. No, I'm joking. Sorry, I didn't swear, but I don't know. But yeah.
You'd have to make a couple thousand for that to happen. Otherwise, you're gonna get like a little pebble right here.
I'll tell you what, that was the best 1,000. I spent 2,000 this month already. I mean that'd be another 2,000 to go towards it. But yeah. Oh, I never understood what happened to them. What happened to those green Rumble sticks? They were like, do you have to have like
the totems, the totem poles? That's like for 100,000. You have to have 100,000 followers.
Damn, I got a long ways to go.
So do I.
I'm like 0.1% there.
Yeah. But yeah, those only happen when you have 100,000 followers, because the Quartering has one, Steven Crowder has this, Dan Bongino probably has this as well. It's just you have to reach that. And I think they were talking about doing like one for like 1 million or 10 million or whatever, but we'll see if that ever happens.
I mean, I've got to get to 10. I've got to get to 1,000 first before I even think about 1 million. And there's no way I'm thinking about, But there's got to be a way where Rumble can pay you efficiently. I think crypto is the way. But I wouldn't say there's really any safe coin. Maybe US. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't really do crypto. Pep's the crypto king or whatever. Pep the queen, whatever.
Well, even crypto in itself, it's not an easy to understand thing either. So you're trying to pay people who don't understand that stuff. You're trying to pay them in it, but they don't understand how to get it, how to do all this stuff. So you're really just making it a harder process. So you have to kind of do with what people know now, and either teach them, bring them along, whatever. But you're not gonna. If you want crypto, you've got to make it so easy and accessible that regular people like me could just do it on the fly, and you wouldn't have to worry about it. But Rumble just doesn't have that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way that I don't know. I don't know. I feel like there's always a way in something of what to do. It's just getting around it. But
yeah. Again, they still have to get to the process of even getting the payment method right of how to pay their people, because right now there's probably still some issues of people getting their pay from Rumble, and I haven't had very much issue with payment stuff or otherwise, but it's just
I think the first payment I had was a bit of a process. But once it's done, I don't know. The second was like literally next day.
Yeah. So it's just there needs to be a set date, or the person can set the date, whatever. But there needs to be a set date that if they use PayPal or whatever, that it needs to be able to come on that date. Whatever it is causing it not to come on automatically on a date. I don't know, but it needs to. There needs to be a thing or whatever that works.
I think the only reason why I think they chose PayPal is because I mean I could be completely wrong, but from what I remember is Peter Thiel was an early investor.
I do remember a while ago Pudge had I think CEO of Old Glory, was it? Or that whatever that bank was, and there was a talk of Chris talking to them. So it's possible they could go use that route, but it's still there needs to be options, not just this whole Canadian thing. If they could make it where you could get a check within the US, that would be great. That would actually work better, but it's not working.
Maybe you could maybe to save on taxes, you can redeem them for like I don't know, like gift vouchers or something. Gift vouchers would be a great one.
I guess, but people are more just wanting the money.
Yeah, but I mean, if you know what I mean, I understand. But if you want to go out, I don't know. Let's say you go on Amazon. I mean, I definitely think. I don't think you can be taxed on gift vouchers. In the UK, in the UK, you can't be taxed because basically, if we get bonuses, we get paid in gift vouchers, so the government can't tax us. Basically,
gift vouchers, gift cards, but yeah, it's it would be interesting to see what they come up with. But for right now, their payment methods are sorely lacking. And
I also wish you could go and buy. I really want to just stack up my subs and just go into people's chats and just sub to a load of random people.
Yeah, you do that and like just going through the different live stream factions. But yeah, I do believe that again they need more for memberships, monthly memberships. The whole thing with seeing the rants in the background or your memberships background is great because you see who comes and see who goes and all that stuff. But even monthly memberships are they're a gift basically. So I think it would be better to have gifted memberships because you'd pay for the month and then that be it. And because a person signing up for monthly memberships is sort of a will they still be there next month or not?
Well, I'm surprised Rumble has gone down the money road. I'm surprised they haven't done what. I am surprised they didn't do what Twitch or TikTok did, and that was go down the coins route, and that people can buy coins, and then you can because I tell you what, imagine going to Rumble and I'm like, oh, do you know what? I don't want to take the $50. I actually want to buy this certain thing, and I wish you could buy things, and get because you got to remember. Let's say you're a big business like Rumble. I mean, I would say Rumble is a big business. I mean, they're a $1 billion, they are a $1 billion company essentially.
Right.
I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. Let's say because there's a lot of gamers, for example, right? So there's a lot of gamers on Rumble, right? That probably want better PCs, so they can buy graphics cards. Maybe they can get some sweet deals if they buy so many graphics cards. Save Rumblers on actually, graphics cards. I mean, it would be great,
Yeah. There we go.
So.
Yeah. Little coins like Twitch. Oh, little coins like Twitch. Okay, that's what she's saying.
Yeah, so it's coins. Yeah. So I mean, what would we even call it? We would call it Rum Coin or something. I don't know.
Well, there was the whole talk of doing the channel point stuff, which is also another Twitch thing. But I think again, it has to be Rumble created and Rumble intuitive, and not a lot of Rumble is intuitive to a degree.
Well, the only things that Rumble really needs to do is they need to get the things they need to really do. I mean, I love Rumble, but I mean, there's definitely some criticisms. The Studio app definitely needs an overhaul on the app. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not using Rumble Studio on my phone. It's just not happening. That's one thing. The second thing they need to do is they need to just I don't know if you didn't I don't know if you guys didn't notice. I mean, maybe I'm completely oblivious. Maybe I'm complete and utter moron. But I don't remember them like tweeting much about like gamers and stuff. I don't know. I know Chris tweeted Lumpy's retweet, but other than that, I think that was it. I don't remember anything from the Rumble official page or anything, but
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah. I just know Rick posts updates and from the official page. I don't know what, but I don't pay attention as much. They usually repost what Rick has done for updates, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, there's going to be all these different things you're going to want them to do, but it's a time
Yeah.
factor. You said you coding, right? So understand that it takes a while to do all the.
Well, I don't. I mean, obviously, I think Pep and Cat Dog would have more of an idea. I mean, I think that, like you said, the content house that they were in, they had employees there. So, I mean, I don't know how many employees work at Raw Mail. I know there's Rick. I know there's Tim Cook. I know there's a couple of other people, which I don't know if I can name them. They're a bit more low-key private.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, there's. I don't think the updates would take too long. I mean, it just depends on who you hire. I mean, some people can just really code things fast. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not that type of person. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna have to spend at least an hour making sure it works, and but some people just work it like that, But yeah.
Yeah, Phoenix Lecture says they need a dedicated social media person in their Rumble
Yeah,
account
they do, yeah.
with news. Yeah, but who knows if they will do that? So
They need marketing as well. Rumble has no marketing team. Like, to be honest, I actually promote to Rumble on Omi TV when I'm speaking to random people, and they're like, "What's Rumble?" But that's because I'm from the UK, and a lot, like you say, I don't know. It's not at all promoted in the UK. I don't see. Is there any major UK streamers on Rumble that I know of? Not that I can think of on the top of my head, but yeah. Once someone from the UK, I mean, it depends what their revenue is in the UK. It might be not be that good.
yeah, it's it's just one of those things where I don't know how it is in the rest of the world. I just know for the US is where a majority of people are at right now. I mean, I have seen people who are from like Tommy streams to it, and who are some other ones? There's some other.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, carry on. Sorry, my bad.
No, I was trying to remember. I've heard some English people on, but I can't remember their names, unfortunately.
I know Frenchie's a streamer, but obviously,
he's English too. Yeah, he's another one.
You think that Chris would hire a marketing team, considering that he's now revenue based and he wants to promote the cloud and all that? I don't know. I don't know. I understand they're trying to save money and it's all done in house, but I think they kind of need to spend. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a business answer which I don't have any knowledge on. But at the end of the day, it's just the focus. Where's their focus need to be at? Well, right now it's money, because without money they can't really keep Rumble being Rumble.
Yeah, but they need to make money. They need to spend money. It's not. I mean, they can't just go, "Oh, we're not gonna, we're gonna save money and post a couple of clips and hopefully it blows up." It just isn't gonna work. You're gonna need someone who's talented,
It's certainly not gonna be me, because I don't have that kind of talent. It'd be
It's
videos.
not just that. I mean, Rumble has some really good shows. I mean, they have Power Slap. I mean,
Yeah,
that's awesome. I mean, that shit's sick. So.
Andrew Gold is neglecting his Rumble, the Duran, but they are geopolitical. I have no idea who that person is.
Is that someone that's British? Is it, or I don't know?
I'm guessing that maybe she's saying Andrew Gold. I have no idea. But there are some people who were posting on Rumble beforehand, but then stopped after a while. I'm like, those were YouTubers, and like their only complaint was reach and monetization. I'm like, but you were on a new platform. You're going to have to build up to that point. And it's just like there's work when you go to a new platform. Doesn't matter what it is. It's the first day of school. You're going to have to build it up to where you want it to be. You can't just expect it to be like everyone's going to come for you. You've got to fight for that right to party. But she says yes. Andrew Gold is English. So
okay. Yeah, I've never heard of him. So the thing is,
Yeah,
I'm not like a political person. So that's the. I
none of
think
them.
more, when yeah, but no, it's interesting to see. I really think Rumble could take over. I just don't. Kick. Kick was too like. I don't know. It's cool. It's too
Ambitious.
like. It was not. It wasn't ambitious. I think. I mean, they've done really well. I mean, they've got Aiden Ross. They've got some really big names, but I think. I don't know. I don't know how. I just never. It's just so similar to Twitch. It's not. It's like a. I don't know. It's like a. It's like me going to Facebook and completely copying it and just changing the color from blue to red. You know.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's just like you might as well just go to Facebook. you know.
Yeah, and Facebook is more or less seen by like a MySpace at this point because only old people use it. I'm General Duality says I'm just inconsistent on uploading content right now since I'm doing a lot of stuff. I'm not consistent. I don't have a consistent time. The only consistent time schedule I have is the pay it forward. But even then, I take time off for it when a holiday or family stuff comes up. But I'm not consistent either. But I'm still doing it. I'm still going for it. I'm just having fun with it.
I think Rumble's in that bit of a unique area. I don't think it matters if you're inconsistent. I don't think it matters if you're inconsistent. I think obviously it helps if you do. I mean, it's kind of like being lucky. If you do it every day, there's going to be that one day that it does actually pull off. But if you aren't, you might just post your video that might take you a month to build up, but people might come back and want to watch that video.
Yeah, the replay as well, but again, that stuff is going to be part of the recommendation engines because again, there's
Yeah.
not really it's really in a work of progress right now. I know they're doing it, but it's sort of like at a percentage of power. It's not really there yet, so it's still in testing. But yeah, I do show up 5 days a week. Well, not always, because there are some days where there's nobody there. It's just me. But yes, I do. But at the end of the day, my time is not consistent, and that's another factor. I'm not consistent. Some days I'm earlier, some days I'm later because of the guests. I work around other people's schedules. So, jiu-jitsu to the platform. That's funny.
Bring
Jiu-jitsu.
jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. I think a lot of people conflate consistency with constantly. Once a week is consistent. It's best to work a schedule that's comfortable. Not sure. Exactly. Like again, it comes back to why are you creating content? What are you creating content for? If there's something you want to do and enjoy doing, that's great. But if you're in it just to make like I gotta make bills, I gotta do all this stuff, then you're gonna lose. You're just gonna flat out say you're gonna lose if you're all about the fame or money. And I'm trying not to get down fall down that rabbit hole too because I don't want to be. I'm doing this because there's a connection part to this, right? Like I'm talking to different people where there's different connections to all sorts of people. I've had people from Twitch and people from YouTube. I've had all different sorts of connections, and that's the whole point of why I do it. Well, you have people going to either YouTube or whatever, and their main goal is money, fame, money, back and forth. And it's just like, why even create content at that point?
I don't. I think some people. I don't know. Some people. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Viva's only consistent time is on Sunday show. Other than that, his streams when it works. Yeah. Same with me. I have a full-time job. I can't neglect that in order to do this because again, there's that money factor, right? I can't, and even then I'd still have a part-time job. So
Yeah, I mean, I think once you kind of get, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really think of it for the money. I mean, a lot of people laugh at me because they think I'm wasting my time. But like I said, I've probably met some lifelong friends that
yeah.
I would have never met them on Kick. I don't think I'd ever have met them on Twitch. I think because we've all got the aligned point of view that it's free speech. We all work together.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of people out there that don't really care. Do you know what I mean? They don't care if it's censored or not. You know what I mean?
Thank you, Deep Chad. Yeah, there's one other thing too. I'd really like if Rumble could make it to where you can make your mods from the chat itself instead of going to the back end to do it.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Yeah,
that'd be nice.
I wish you can't time them out in the chat either. You have to go to the back end as well, don't you?
No. You can time them out in chat, but to make them a mod, you have to go to the back end. So that's just annoying. I right click on YouTube, done.
I'm just gonna run to the toilet if you don't mind.
Sure.
I'll be back.
All right. All right. Whew. All right, everyone, and thank you for that D-pad chat. I'll check in it after the show. Because I'll most likely just use like Opus just to give me like the lettering and stuff. But yeah, there's still a long way to go. And to attract more people to Rumble, you have to work on those. You have to take the air out of the room, right? Like you can't have people saying, give you this excuse, that excuse, not everything, but bigger stuff, right? The monetization, the reach. Those are the two things I kept hearing from these YouTubers who would put their stuff on Rumble. And it's like, but you kind of have to start out like it's their first day of school if you want stuff over here. And they're like, no, we'll just go somewhere else with the money. Like they're willing, some people are willing to post to Odyssey where they make no money, but they're not even willing to entertain of putting stuff here because they're not making much money. They're not, I don't get it. At a certain point, I'm just like, guys, it's first day of school. You've got to treat it like you're the new person here and you've got to work up to it. Whatever. At least for me, a general duality, if you're here, you can back me up. But for D-Day Cobra, right, Jeremy of Geese and Gamers, he and his crew are continuously growing and growing and growing. He started out having barely anyone in Rumble. Now he has a couple hundred almost every time he does his Cobra cast. The point of the matter is if you're coming to Rumble, first day of school, you've got to keep going. You've got to keep trying. First, you'll have first day monetization and something. This is why I'm working on something original. I plan on putting it on Rumble and only help. Yeah, that's totally understandable. You know, again, I wish they could have something for members only. They have members only on YouTube and they have subscribers only on locals. They just need to they just need to get that thing for memberships up here. Otherwise, memberships is kind of just a dull right? Yeah. Like he says, Jeremy and G&G are growing over here at a good pace. Yes, exactly. And they continue to do so, right? They continue to do so. That's greatest. Nerdrotics? No. Nope. Flashcast or Yellow Flash? Nope. Forget it. Melanie Mack is over here and she's growing all right. Of course, she's a girl, so she's gonna get a lot of attraction. Midnight's Edge, another content creator I followed. Oh, really? What news do you know about that though? Because I did hear it was on Forbidden Frontier, but there wasn't any more news I heard. So do you know anything more about that? An uncensored hour on FNT, that would be great. If FNT is allowed to multi-stream and then they go to like at the end just give an hour, that would be perfect. That would be perfect. And if they get a deal with Rumble, that's great. Nerdrotic will bring a lot of people over here. Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah,
I was just talking about there are some people who have to keep up. Yeah, me too, Pep. I get it's the building block, the political stuff. I get it's the building block, but at the end of the day, it has to be Rumble's. It has to be like Rumble's black sheep cousin. You know, politics it's there, but you rarely see it. Same with YouTube. There's so much content you don't see very much and you recommended, but it's just a time factor. It's a resource factor and it's a time factor.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of bored of all the woke shit. I mean, I
believe we've been talking about it. Do you know when he's going to start it though? Because I'd really like to know when he's going to start streaming to Rumble again. Talking about Neurotics. He's a Nerdrotic, I believe. Where is it? Nerdrotic got a deal with Rumble, and he's going to be doing a uncensored hour of FNT or Friday nights here on Rumble. He signed it last week, and yeah, I have no idea. Unless he starts to be, well, that's true too. I don't know if he'll start do it, but that would be a great benefit to Rumble because again, he is someone who can bring people and keep people here. Not Rice Gum, not what are the other ones? Not Rice Gum. Yeah, some of those people are like Steve will do it. That was a waste. So that's a smart investment for Rumble. That's a smart investment. So
Yeah, but I think with Steve will do it. I think he kind of lied. He kind of lied to Chris. I think because you got to remember, Chris put a lot of money into Steve. Like, I mean, he paid for his advertising. I mean, he was on Rumble adverts.
Yeah. Yeah, and Alpha, I get that too. She's multi-streaming as well, which is also a great benefit. Again, I get why people may not want to multi-stream. It is your choice to do what you will, but for me, I see it as a safety net because platforms can. We saw what happened to Parler. We saw what happened to Parler, and when your government's as crazy as the U.S.'s, not as crazy as Australia's, but when it becomes as crazy as the U.S.'s, you kind of have to.
Well,
Unfortunately,
the only difference with Parler and Rumble is that Parler wasn't running on Parler was running on like some I think it was AWS or something, or Oracle or something.
yeah, the Amazon servers.
And then Rumble had their own server, so there's nothing they can do to take Rumble down.
Well, I'll see you later, D-Pad Jed. Again, you're always welcome to come back on. The Eternal Search for Collab Partners awaits for nobody. Also researching how to do RTMP participant. Have a good stream. Nice talking with you. Oh, well, thank you for being here, D-Pad Jed. And again, I'll try to get you and Zio on a pay it forward stream again because that was hilarious.
Yeah, D-Pad.
that was hilarious.
D-Pad, nice to meet you, man. Best of luck.
Yeah, and Pep, I already brought it up earlier, but Pep says, I'm annoyed with everyone saying everything is woke, which exactly, because not everything is. It just becomes a repetitive line. And you start seeing this recycle of things, right? Like if a content creator says it's not great to go see a movie, okay, whatever, follow them. But for me, it's like a lot of movies that are said not to go see, guess what? I've gone and seen some movies that people have said not to go see. I mean, the Barbie one was but it's sort of like you kind of have to do stuff for yourself to find out for yourself if it's good or not. Anything, and that goes with anything.
Okay, got to go. Eternal Club Bars. Awesome, great stream. Yeah, nice talking to you, buddy. The woke thing is a bit weird. I mean, I'd say it's a loose term now that's thrown around.
Well, yeah, it's become that way because it's been repeated so often. It's become normalized to say it's woke because of certain thing. I get it. Don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like people have to. If I go see a movie, I'm willing to give my honest opinion about it as best as possible, right? Because it's secondary. You know, it's secondary to you or the people out there watching. But yeah, not all of them. Not all of them, Pep, but some of them.
The thing is, they know what makes money, so they know what people they know what people are gonna go. Oh shit! What's this woke video? I'm gonna go click it. Do you know what I mean? Because it's so people. I think what happens is people think they're so knowledgeable in the subject that they think, "Fuck, I need to see what they're saying." Do you know what I mean? They're like, "Oh," because it's not hard to be knowledgeable in that type of. Do you know what I mean? It's not hard.
Yeah. Because they trust, yeah, of course they trust them. But again, it's if you're talking about the YouTube factor, it's because that YouTube algorithm will go for that stuff, and it's again that's where the algorithm part can also be a double-edged sword, right? Because once people know how to what's the word? Not break it, but crack into it and try to figure out what works, gets more views, whatever. That's where people will try to use and abuse the system in order to get seen more and get more money. It's like. Then you're not creating content for content. You're just creating content for money and views.
Perhaps it's about people saying, people don't tend to generally think for themselves in the first place. So.
Well, that is true, Alpha. But at the end of the day, there's ISPs. If the government comes to the point where they can shut your ISP down, it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter. Once they shut down the gateways, it won't matter if Rumble or Google. Well. Maybe Google will still keep its stuff, but it won't matter for anyone else because they'll just shut it down. They'll shut it down. So sorry about that, but yeah, no, it's gotten a bit repetitive. It's gotten a bit dull and stupid. At the end of the day, go for yourself. If you find a movie's not worth it, if it didn't grab your attention, don't go. But if a content creator is telling you not to go, but you're like, but I'm interested, go.
Did you personally watch the new Mad Max film or no?
No, I watched the Garfield movie. I went to watch the Garfield movie, which I thought it was pretty interesting because They made some in the Garfield movie. They did make some Easter eggs, of like the Garfield cartoon, whatever, like the original Garfield voice. Yes, Rumble has their own cloud. Yes, Pep. Um, but I saw the Garfield movie. I thought it was pretty good because it had Samuel L. Jackson in it. It had a bunch of different other voices in it. But I do think they kind of captured Garfield's character in a sense of what he is, and they just had fun with it. It was just there was a lot of kids there. It was a kids movie, but they had a lot of fun with it. I enjoyed it, so I'd go see it again. But yeah, like stuff like the Fall Guy, right? Like Fall Guy, it wasn't the greatest, but I had fun with it. Like Ryan Gosling going there, it's about paying tribute to stunt people. It was fun to watch. It really was. There were probably maybe one or two things, but at the end of the day, it was fun. That's what I'm saying. They will keep going up the chain until they get yeah. And once you shut down an ISP, there's just no matter what. So hopefully it doesn't come to that. But yeah,
I don't. I mean, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. I mean, you are correct. If the government shuts down the ISP, I mean, regardless if Rumble has the cloud or not, I mean, it's essentially pointless.
yeah. Exactly, General Duality. He says, I just watch people that I enjoy watching. I stopped caring about modern entertainment. I'd rather support indie stuff that give my money to these big. And once that Sora.ai comes out, there will be more indie stuff than you can possibly imagine. Maybe not the greatest, but it'll revolutionize who can or can't make indie stuff. And
Isn't it weird? Isn't it weird? Before, content creation used to be really hard. I used to get there and edit all the videos. Used to sit there, but now we're hitting a point where content creation is so easy to do that everything that we used to watch and think, God, this is so exciting. It's becoming the normal. Like it's like, oh, what's the next? Do you know what I mean? Like everyone knows how to edit the file. Everyone knows how to do the tricks because a lot of people share them.
yeah.
They're like, oh, you need to put this camera angle like this so that when they give it 5 seconds, that changes. It's like retention type of things. Like, I don't know, like you've got to have animations running, you've got to have music, you've got to have the right music,
I don't give a rat's behind about all that silly stuff because I'm not in it for. I mean, it'd be great to people watch a stream all the way through, or whatever. But for me, it's about making the connections with others across the way, and just I have not seen from my personal perspective, I've not seen a podcaster of sorts 5 days a week have a different person on 5 days a week and just have a conversation. I haven't seen that. That's why I did this, because I wasn't seeing it. And people are put in these pockets of either it's about entertainment or just about this or that. And maybe they kind of cross over with one, but it's not about a whole field. I can go anywhere. I'm like reading Rainbow. I can fly twice as high. I can go anywhere. It's in the book, so take a look. But yeah, that's why I enjoy doing this, is because I get to do what I feel like other content creators don't, or they've picked their place, and going beyond that point is just not whatever. But at the end of the day, I do think if you're not enjoying the process, then either change it up or do something else, because
I actually don't think that's actually something where I think people go wrong. I actually don't think you're meant to enjoy the process. I actually think you're meant to hate it so much.
I'm enjoying it because I'm using tools that help with that process. I'm enjoying it because of who I get to connect with.
But what I'm trying to say is I think there'll be a point where you get to like the 500th person, you're like, okay, this is kind of not what I want to do. I don't know, I just can't. Same with me in gaming. Like I was really enjoying gaming, and then I thought, I need to do something bigger than this. There's something that I need to do to take it to the next level,
And that's the future right now.
I feel like you, Daramouthe. I feel like if I were you now, I mean, maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe this is just completely out. I feel like you've had the virtual connection. I feel like you should go around with a mic in America and just say to random people, be like, look, I think you should just go for it. Like, I think you should go around with a microphone and just say, look, I'm Daramouthe. Instead of interviewing one person like a day, speak to loads of people. Maybe there's like a daily topic or something. I don't know.
Again, that's part of the credibility factor. My name is barely anything out there, and I kind of have to build it up to where I can.
That's
That would be nice, sure, but that's also another money time factor as well. I can't. I've got a
but
job to do.
I know, but what I'm trying to say now is like, so for example, like you're doing the exact same thing now. It's like you're basically doing what people should be doing with going around the street. They haven't got any credibility. So there's no difference between doing it now and then in the street, really. I'd say.
Well, the only issue is legal stuff, right? Like some people won't want their face shown and all that stuff, and that's just like okay.
Oh yeah, but you're gonna get people like that. But then you just say, "Oh look, do you know what I mean? Do you want to be in the video? If not, then I'll just take you out."
Yeah, if you don't want to be like, it'd be just like if you don't want to be if you don't want to be on camera or in a video, we'll just no video whatsoever. We'll just do audio, and that'll be that. Most people have everything and are miserable as crap. We see it with celebrities all the time. Try to do things you do exactly. I mean, if nothing else, remember you're only here for a finite amount of time. If you're gonna be boohoo this and boohoo that, I mean, you might as well just stop and go elsewhere.
Yeah, I mean, it depends what you kind of do. I mean, it depends. I don't know. I think when there's a point where everyone reaches and they're like, so for example, let's say I'm a gamer, right? I feel like when you hit like a certain milestone, there's like I don't know. There's something. I think something just changes in everybody because you've kind of made it in a way. It's kind of like making it. You're like, oh, I'm at a level that no one might ever reach in their lifetime.
I won't make it. I won't make it.
You don't know. I mean, it's like winning the lottery.
Yeah. I'd just be like, I'm not going to make it until I get to my millionth person. That's when I know I'm going to make it. When I get to my millionth person, that's what I know. And also people get tired of doing the same. Yeah, exactly. That's why you see some people leave the content creation or they go on to do something else. But for me, I'm enjoying it. And with there being so many different people, so many different perspectives, it's not exactly the same all the time. So it's sort of like the difference is in the person. The difference is in what's going on.
There's only so many, like it's kind of like there's only so many conversations you can have, isn't there? It's like if I saw my friend, so I'm really good with his friends with this guy called Tony, and I don't see him for a year, right? And then he comes back and he's like, "Oh, hey Sam, what are you doing? What have you done in this whole year? What have you actually done?" He hasn't done much. He hasn't done a lot. Like he's done, like he's done his job. He's eaten. He's gone to sleep. I mean, he's done a couple of cool things. He's got a couple of cool stories. Do you know what I mean?
But you have those conversations still, though, and you've learned something, even if it's not. But the point of the matter is again, close to like 50 different people. Like more and more is going to come down the line. It's just a matter of when and if they will. Because I can't force anybody. It's just part of the process. But
I actually can't wait for that. I actually really hope one day you go around with a microphone. I hope one day you're gonna bump into someone that I'm a rumbler or I don't know.
I'm a content creator, baby. Alpha Zero says, I see what Sammy is saying about hating what you do, but it's not necessarily how it is meant to be. If you do something long enough, you'll go through phases and you have to even with this, content creation is a perseverance. Like for me, I could have given up days after I even started, but I've persevered to this point. And yeah, I can have big numbers and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, it's about this. It's about this because we're not really doing this anymore. We're just yelling at each other saying, I'm right, you're wrong. And we're not conversing. I mean, we are conversing, but more other people are not conversing or feels like they're not conversing. So, but that's just me.
Yeah. I see what you mean though.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's interesting to see what people, it's interesting to see what people would say because a lot of people might agree with me, but they might not go to the extent that I would go to, or they might agree with Alpha. And I mean, there's never really a definite answer. It's different for everyone, isn't it? I mean, some people really do grind the boring stuff early, but I would say it definitely pays off. I mean, I don't know. I'd say it definitely pays off a lot quicker than doing. I don't know, yeah, because it's like for example, like if you could make a load of clips and you could post them. But there's a part of you where you've got to think, I've got to stop. There's not that. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? There's never really a full hunger, is there?
My
I mean,
thing is,
if I was you, I'd be like thinking, "Oh shit, when's my next clip? When's my next clip? When am I?" Do you know what I mean? Like that type of like hate, not as in a bad hate, but
well, I can see that, but again, it comes down to the tools you use too. If tools make the job a little easier for you, because right, most people would just go to their whatever and they cut out a chunk of whatever, and they'd have to meddle
yeah,
with
but
it.
that's the hard work. If you cut out the hard work, then your work becomes essentially pointless because you've not. It's like going to the gym. If there was a way, I could just take this tablet and it was like, you know what, you haven't got to go gym, you haven't got to get up, you haven't got to. You just suddenly magically get a 6-pack. Then 6-packs become essentially pointless because everyone's got one.
Then you just transform it into something else. It's not.
But there's only so far you can take it. You can't have a 20-pack, can you? I mean, it's just not possible. I mean, there's a
Right,
limit.
but there's more of the point to it than just, well, you can't have 6 to 20 or whatever. The point of the matter is your health. Your health is an ever ongoing situation until you're dead, which is the basis of it. All I keep hearing is but this, but that, but whatever. Like, dude, just let me enjoy this ride. Whatever comes in the future is going to come in the future. We can look at all the examples of the world of all these content creators and say, well, it's going to end up here, it's going to end up there. Why the fudge do I care about that? I care about this process, the conversations, the people within. I may forget a name or two because I'm only human, but if there's something you're not enjoying about doing this, change it. Do whatever. That's up to you. But for me, how I'm doing it for right now, it may change, it may grow, but I have to get there, and I'm going to enjoy it along the way. I'm not going to make these, eye-catching clips all the time, or I'm not going to try to do like all these eye-catching clips that these YouTubers make, because again, I'm making not clips, but thumbnails. I'm not making thumbnails to be the all eye-catching stuff. I'm making thumbnails because I'm just enjoying doing this stupid little thing that just entertains me. Right? The clips, I'm using an AI tool to make it, and I'm having fun with it. And I'm trying to catch these bits and pieces, be like, oh, that sounds good, or whatever. I'm just having fun with the process. Once it starts becoming fun for you, you either change your situation or you just do something else. That's the options. Life is about options. Find them and benefit. Find them and benefit.
What did they say? Sorry.
Anything you do that's worthwhile will have moments where you struggle and question if it's something you want to do. Exactly. A musician will at some point stop playing the guitar because, like, what's the point? A pianist will have the same sort of thing. An artist, a coder, all these situations come with that. And for me, it's just like, look, I'm just going to enjoy and as General Duality says, when you struggle, you grow the most, in times, at least that's how I operate. Yeah. Challenge creates paths of new options, right?
Yeah.
Because people think
dumb.
small. Sorry, but people think small. They think they can get to a big point, but sometimes they think small, in essence of like their options, and the field's wide open.
Yeah, I mean, all I'm saying is it's going to get harder though. Like, I think streaming will hit a point where it becomes almost impossible.
Maybe, but the future is an unwritten book that we just pretend to Nostradamus.
I mean, I think it's a bit. I think it's easier to predict because obviously of what's happened. I mean, look at Apple. I mean, look at the giant it's become. I mean, it's just. I mean, you kind of look at what's happening in the world and you kind of relate to what could happen. I mean, I think that's the most probable. I mean, it's happening. I mean, like you said about the clips. I mean, you said if there's tools that make it easier. Then I mean, obviously it's up to you, but yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yes, but there's on the editing scale, which is like the 10%. Even then, I'm still figuring out what works or doesn't work, or I'm just doing all these different things, so whatever. But there's a lot of these pieces of conversation I get to put out there that maybe someone will get to hear and relate to, or something in that matter. There's so much that can be done, and I think we fall short-sighted when we just when we limit ourselves to, like, yeah, it's great to, like, in the indie stuff, right? They're limited by budget, they're limited by time. That's great. That can create options that they didn't think before. They challenge the options, but it's all on how you want to do it. Everyone's different in how they want to do it. It's same with how I feel about it. Like I see a lot of content creators that are more me, and yeah, I kind of get like I wish I was there sort of thing. But I'm like, you know what? Maybe I will be there one day, but I'll be there in the way that I get there, rather than
Yeah.
their way, right? Or
Yeah,
you
I think
will.
a lot.
You'll get there.
I think a lot of people are. I mean, obviously, a lot of people get a bit upset. I think a lot of people. I think some people are a bit gutted about the content house and that they weren't picked. But I said, or not even the content house. I mean, let's
The
talk
partner
about something else.
program.
I mean, the partner program. I mean, that was one thing that I mean, I still hear it now. I mean, people still butthurt about it. I mean, it's like, fuck me, grow up. But you know what I mean? I mean, these are like 30-year-old people. These like 30-year-olds are complaining because they didn't get like a £500 gift card or whatever.
£500 gift card. That'd be something. No, and I understand that gender duality. I'm just that's the ultimate goal is having 1 million people on. We'll see if I get there, but
Have you
but
worked
yeah,
out if it's? Have you worked out if that's realistic though? Have you worked out how long that would realistically take you? That
it take the rest of my life. That's what it's gonna take.
Yeah, man. I know because I think like I don't know. I thought you'd have like a goal. I thought you'd be like, damn. I thought if I want to interview 1 million people, I'd have to interview 50 people a day. You know,
Well, right now, it's just starting with the small pebbles.
that was the one. Yeah, fair enough.
Everyone's a small pebble. Even if they're a big creator somewhere else, they're still a small pebble to the rest of the world. And
I
it's just
actually
starting there.
wonder now. I actually wonder now how long it would take you to interview 1 million people, and
It
how long you'd actually get to spend with them. Would you get to spend a minute with them, or do you know what I mean? Just things like that. It just makes me think.
We'll find out when the future comes for it. I'm just excited to see if I can do it, and that's the important part. Because
Yeah,
I'm not looking at it like, oh, I've got to get 1 million. My place point is to try to reach 1 million different people. And is it going to take for a long time? Sure, but you imagine you imagine the stories you can hear and all these. Oh, your face disappeared.
yeah. Sorry, my phone. I just took my phone charger off. Sorry.
Oh, and that's why. The first time was your phone charger being put in, and then it's taken off. So that's why it's
Yeah, yeah. I
disappearing.
don't know why. It's because iPhone has this like weird ass optimal. Like when you get to 80% now, they like put your phone on hold.
Low power mode. Low power
No,
mode.
no. So when your phone reaches 80% battery,
Oh,
it doesn't charge anymore. Like,
oh, okay. That's weird. So for
it's
you,
still like,
what are you trying to
oh,
do for your end, or wanting to
what do you mean? Sorry.
for your creation stuff? What are you wanting to do or trying to do?
Well, I started off gaming. I think gaming. I've always had a gaming passion. I love games. I've played some incredible games. I've missed out on some incredible games too.
Mm,
That I want to play catch up with. Um, But the thing is, I'm slowly growing up. I remember when like Assassin's Creed came out, and it was like, oh my god, like I had to finish the game. I was like, I've got to finish it. But now I'm reaching this like age where I'm like, damn, am I really gonna put 60 hours into that one game? That I don't know, I don't know.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you're like, damn, okay, because like for me, I'm 22 now, and
Hmm.
weeks are turning like days are turning into weeks. Like yesterday it was January, it's now May. Like we're
Hmm.
nearly halfway through the year. Like
Yeah.
that's crazy.
It is. It is with time. When you get older, time seems to go faster. But at the end of the day, you figure out what you're aiming for, what you want to do, and what you want to spend your time on. And I enjoy spending time on this because I'd rather I'd rather not to think the other part. So
Yeah,
this is the fun part. But yeah, you have to do what you think is best for you and just go from there. I mean, no one can tell you. Obviously, as an adult, no one can tell you where to go because no one knows.
yeah. It's interesting because it's so weird how I don't know if you've ever seen the film. It's called The Butterfly Effect.
Yeah, though Ashton Kutcher was in
Yeah,
it.
it's just
Yeah.
weird. Like, and I was playing a game, funny enough, on The Butterfly Effect. Which obviously it's a horror game. It's a horror game
Mm.
which if you like choose the wrong decision and a character dies, it's like wow, like, damn.
Yeah, well, it's like the Telltale game stuff, right? Like you choose the wrong character, or not choose the wrong situation, you can die, or get your character killed.
Yeah,
Alpha says There may have been many reasons why someone might have been chosen over someone else for the creator program. I wonder what different things these complainers would be bringing to the table. I almost missed that. Yeah, that is true. For me, for the partner program, I wouldn't choose it because there's restrictions on streaming to Rumble only, doing it 2 hours, five days a week for 30 days. I'm just like, that's more job thing than having fun with the thing, and I wouldn't choose. Yeah, the 500 is nice, but I just wouldn't choose it for that because then it makes it less worth it. It'd be challenging, sure, it could be a
Okay,
challenger,
so what do they
but
say? Anyway.
oh, I'll put up on. If you can
Yeah, I
see this.
can't see it. I have to like kind of read it at like an angle.
Yeah,
There are many reasons why some people.
but this is what I was trying to read
I
it to
think
you.
I think some people generally just complain because they like to complain. Like I think that was one thing. There's always going to be complainers no matter where you go. Um, I think they would say the first thing they would say, I can guarantee they would say from themselves. There'd be one would be what would be the criteria, like because obviously some people actually probably did have the criteria, they just didn't get picked, like
See,
which
general.
would be a bit gutting. But what would they complain? What's wait what? Well, I wonder what these different things these complainers would bring. I mean, some of them would just say content. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, some rumblers content wasn't that great, but I mean, it is what it is. So,
And some didn't
uh,
even make any content.
yeah, I mean that's true. And then they got taken off. So,
Yep,
heading out for stream. Yeah, nice to meet you. So I can't see his name because the phone.
general duality.
General Duality, nice to meet you. And thanks for passing by.
Yeah, he's from the D-Day Cobra. I met him on there, and he's a D-Day Cobra and also another content creator streaming to Rumble. So
Okay.
just meeting people in different places. But yeah, I know Geek was one of them. I know Geek was one of them where he complained he wasn't in the partner program. But at the end of the day, it's
I imagine.
yeah, imagine they're not delivering anything different than that makes them stand out. Again, once you hit a certain point in like either podcasters, gamers, or whatever, there's not going to be much of a difference. It's just going to be the personality. Really, like the game, you could play, have 1,000 different people play Assassin's Creed. What's going to sell the person from each other? The personality.
Yeah. It's a hard one. I mean, I don't know. I wonder what. I mean, I don't know if you really, like I said, I don't think Daramouthe. I don't think you really care that much because obviously, like you say, there's a lot of restrictions. There's a lot of like you can only stream on one platform.
Yeah.
But what would you like to see if they said to you round 3? You know, because they've talked about it. There's definitely be round 3. What would you like to see? Like, what would you change? Like, would you change the requirements? Like, I don't even know what the requirements were.
Requirements. So here's how I'm thinking. Right. It's just a hypothetical. It's not like would be a final result. I do the less is more approach. Right. So what was it last time? It was like 100 and some people were picked. Was it?
I think it was 100 exactly, but I think there was some more picks. I think they chose a bit more than they should have.
So keep it at like under, like either around 1,000 or under followers, right? They have to, but I wouldn't make it 100 because it just feels like you start getting that more. The bigger you go, the less quality you could have, whatever that quality may be. But the lesser people you have, the more money you can put into it. So that may be something. I wouldn't put the restriction of 2 hours a day, 5 days a week for 30 days. I would set an amount of time per week, right? Like make it, so that was what, 2 hours for 5 days, that's 10 hours. So make it 10 hours, but make it in the way that people can choose when to do it. If they want to do a 10-hour day, make it a 10-hour day, but still have them at least stream a little bit during the week to some degree, because if you do it all in one go, that's just like the end of your day right there.
I think their best bet. I don't think they should do it based on time. I think they're based on hitting a certain amount of views and stuff.
Yeah, I'm nowhere near what other people do. So there you go.
Uh,
Disrespect gamer who does something different from other game streamers, screening character with the streaming. Yeah, exactly. Dr. Disrespect does something that's quite different, but again, you have to have a lot of gamers are just that, gamers. And their personality is the selling point. Like I don't know.
I'm sorry, did you read the one before that? Sorry.
Yeah, no, I read it. I just didn't read it out loud. But Phoenix Electra says having auditioned for school roles something. Sometimes you are not what the director's looking for, and sometimes, well, even with round 2, some people were picked that shouldn't have been picked. So that's a question on who's scouting, right? Who's scouting these people?
Yeah, I mean, I have an idea. I mean, I spoke to a couple of Rumble developers. Like I said, I can't say their names. They actually, I don't think they're not really publicly open. But there's so from what I've heard, I mean, there's some. I mean, actually, I've actually been sent clips by some of the developers actually because they watch, the streamers. Obviously, being the Rumble clips page, whatever, like helping him. I mean, he sends me a lot of clips that aren't public. There's so how it works from what I know is Rumble has nothing to do. I think it's so. For example, let's say this content house, right?
Mhm.
Rumble didn't pick those 6 creators. They didn't go his cat dog here. It was Lumpy that chose the 6 creators.
I figured.
Yeah, he chose. He said that in a public statement anyway. But obviously, hearing behind the scenes, whatever. He actually chose the content creators, so it's kind of like, oh wow, okay. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Lumpy did actually pretty good. I mean, he actually chose people I'd watch. I mean, they have a bit of a reputation as well. So, it was interesting. Pep Killer, absolutely love Pep Killer. She always goes around. You see her around in every stream. She's always supporting. She always shares people's links. Silver Fox, he has his opinions, which I find exciting. I see why people don't like him, but I generally enjoy his content, so there's nothing wrong with him. Cat Dog, he's unique. It's not. I don't really watch his content, but he's unique. Lumpy, he's always nice to the community. He's telling people how to stream. He's trying to help rumblers out. Pudge, I don't watch either. I mean, I've seen in a couple of his streams, but he does some interesting stuff. He doesn't do just all the gaming. I think he does some other bits and bobs.
He's had some people on to talk to, like business people and all that stuff as well.
Yes, I mean that itself is interesting. I mean, yeah, I mean, there's not much else you can really say to that. But hi, Steve. There was something else. Someone put a comment. Sorry.
Yeah, Alpha Zero. Some people that were chosen just at the bare minimum and complained they weren't being featured. True.
Some people are chosen.
But anyway, it's the top of the hour again. So you know what to do, sir. Your stuff's in the links below, but sell yourself. Promote yourself. Show us what you got.
Yep. So I'm SammyC. I'm Samuel W. Cook on X. Posting some Ronk Gaming and IRL content. Having a slight break to see what happens at the minute, to see what goes on. I'm trying to figure out what I really want to do, while keeping myself and not changing for anyone. Other than that, yeah, I mean, I thought I stream only on Rumble. I do love Rumble, and everyone who supports it, because a lot of people take the time to actually think about what platform to watch on, other than just going, I'm going to watch this. But yeah, anyway, on to you, Dara.
And it's true. You putting thought into it kind of helps that as well, especially when you're trying to figure out where to go. But anyway, so you already know, I stream to both YouTube and Rumble at Daramouthe, and I have my fan account at Twitter X at Daramouthe. I have a Discord that's mostly just for DMing at Daramouthe, and then of course the email. All this stuff is in the link tree below, just like Sam's links are down below. Look, guys, whether it be now or on the replay, look, if you want if you want the same opportunity like SammyC, Alpha Zero, Phoenix Electra, Lumpy, Pudge, and Pep Killer next month, either leave a comment in either YouTube or Rumble, or go to the link tree and find me there. Look, it's not that difficult to want to get started to come on. I still have to go out. I still have to ask people to come on. It's still that's real. Sometimes I get an answer back if they'll come on. Sometimes I don't at all. So it's up to you if you like to come on. But at the end of the day, this opportunity is afforded to you if you want it. It's easier than making apple pie to come on. So whatever it may be, link tree is down below. Either leave a comment in YouTube or Rumble, or find me in the link tree. Okay, there he is. But on to this. That's part one, and the part two is the engagement factor. So you've probably heard this by now by millions of YouTubers around the world. Share, like, and subscribe. You've probably heard that same stance time and time again. You're like, I don't care for it. I'm done. I don't. Even people who are followers of quartering are tired of it. The point of the matter, what I say it, is because it helps bring more people in, or more people see me, and then I can have them on, and you guys get the benefit from having people on, because different thoughts, different perspectives, we get to widen our field about, because again, nowadays it's a political factor, the this factor and that factor, and there's not an open conversation. It's just I'm right, you're wrong scenario. But to get there, your help in either liking, following, leaving a comment, whatever it may be, helps in having more people on, and you get to have a benefit of not having to do any of the work at all. You just click a like and you're done. And I have to go out and ask people. So the engagement factor is why I have to ask. I need to ask for help for, because in order to have more people on, I have to be seen more. And I don't think I've ever been featured on the front page of Rumble. I don't think I've ever been featured on there, like whatever recommended channel for creators, but that's okay. The point of the matter is to be seen. It's like word of mouth stuff, right? Like being seen more, whether it be from a recommendation, or I'm just gonna put on solo until he gets back, whether it be from a recommendation, whether it be this or that, word of mouth, doesn't matter. More being seen more creates having more people on, and the circle continues, and you guys can help with that. So I appreciate whatever you choose, whether it's just giving like, follow, share, whatever. You guys help make it possible for me to have more people on. So don't forget. I don't forget you. So, and I've had plenty of people on who are in the chat who have been on. So, but regardless, oh, there he is. He's back. All right, there you go. Are you going?
Yeah, sorry, I just had to blow my nose is still like a bloody mountain. It's just snowing, mate. I'm telling you.
Well, all right, but I think we're gonna go to end it for the day, because I've got other stuff I have to take care of, at least before I go to bed tonight, because I got to set up for tomorrow's stream.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for inviting me on. I know.
No, you guys welcome back.
I do really appreciate it, and it's nice. I knew you had a lot of people to come on when you first started streaming on Rumble, so I do appreciate you choosing the time to put me. And if anyone is watching, and you do know any new streamers on Rumble, definitely tell them to message Daramouthe, because I think that he's the person to speak to on Rumble at the minute for getting yourself out there, if you know what I mean. So, yeah.
No, again, that helps too, but I still have to ask for that whole engagement stuff, because that's what helps get more eyes on the scene. You know how that stuff goes. But no, yeah, you're always welcome back. I mean, I said it last time when you were on. You're always welcome back, and obviously, the more people that get on, and the difficulty it is to having old people on, because I'm doing between both, right, new and old people, because I do think there's more conversations to be had with old people that have been on. So, and see you later, Meg. And Meg will be on next month as well. So there's, again, I think right now the first, hold on, let me give me a second. The first and second week of no, hold on. I believe the first and second week of June are full. So I'm still gonna be asking people to come on for PIF, but it's dependent on if they'll come on or not. So that's a different one. But yeah, the first and second week of June are now full. I only have the last 2 weeks in June. So if you want to come on, do not wait, do not hesitate. And if you can't come on June, July is always an option. So do not fret. But anyway, thank you for coming on, SammyC. It's always nice to have you on, and I hope your journey through whatever content you want to make, you were able to find your way, because again, like you said, it's going to be hard times, but as Alpha Zero has said, you persevere through it and see what comes of it. So we'll see what comes of it. But anyway, yes, I got it for tomorrow. Right.
Thank you, everyone. Yeah.
But for tomorrow, Thursday, I will have on Phoenix Electra. So if you guys want to come in, Phoenix Electra at 8 p.m. Eastern. If you want to come and see that, it'll be at 8 p.m. Eastern. So hope to see you there. Yeah, there you go. Alpha Zero says, "Don't quit, Sammy." There you go.
I won't quit. I don't give up.
See, he's getting some moral support already. He'll be like,
I'm just having a little nap. I'll be back soon.
He's snoring for a little bit. He'll be back. But yeah, 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow with Phoenix Electra. And of course, never stop.
Never stop him.
Oh, goodness.
Never back down, never what? Never go out.
What's that from? The Never Stop, Never Stopping.
I don't know, but he plays Fortnite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Never go up, never surrender.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, never. Well, yeah, the Galaxy. Never give up, never surrender. There you go. Galaxy Quest. Yep. All right, guys. Well, 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow with Phoenix Lecture. Hope to see you tomorrow. And you know how we end this stream. Oh, we end this stream with.
Press the wrong button. Press.
Yeah, I press the wrong button.
Hour.
And don't forget to mute yourself if you can, because you'll leak into the video. So, but again, the video is One Day with You. Bye, Pogo. Hope to see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, guys. Bye.